is a shur on Hagada. It's very interesting that the way that Gahal Israel, they start the Haggadah, there's a nigun for it. And we call it Leil Seder. It's interesting. Why do we call it Seder? Some say Leil Pesach, Leil Harbachoso, Leil Matzah. In other words, it's called Leil Seder. What does Seder has to do with anything? Seder means order. And then Chachamim, they made an order for us. Kadesh, Urchas, Karpas, Yachas, Magi, Rachel. And Shirah HaKadosh says, for each one of them, when we, before doing that, we say Kadesh, say Urchas. We have a Nigun, we go through the Nigun. Now, what's going on over here with making that and calling Seder? First of all, Seder means order. All of the Yachad Yisrael, what we are talking about, the whole mark of Hagada, everything is HaKadosh Baruch Hu has supervision over the world. Hashem didn't leave the world to go in a natural way, and Hashem is not supervising. In other words, all of the Rishonim explain all of the point about HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world with Asara Ma'amaro, 10 statements. He made the world, and then he renewed that with 10 Makot. 10 Makot, 10 plagues, or Kneged 10 Ma'amaro. 10 Ma'amaro he created. Now, the one who created, he has rule over them. He could change them. Ramban says the fact that he could change them through 10 plagues, that shows that I created them. Somebody is not creating things, cannot change things, cannot change things. We can change something means you are over that thing. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu is supervising in the Beriah. And that is something that we need very badly. Because we get accustomed to life and we feel things goes on by itself. We don't see the hashgacha and the supervision of Hashem in the world. Now Pesach comes and says order, seder. Therefore, the most important thing is not the leil emunah, to believe in Hashem. A lot of people believe in Hashem, but is it any seder in the world? If you ask somebody, what is the world? The world is a jungle, or there is an order to it. Most people, 99% of people say it's jungle. You see what happens, this and that. But Leil Pesach is a mark that Chal Yisrael announce and make proclamation for the rest of the world. Seder, there's an order in the Beriah. Why there's an order? When there's an order, means a manager. Somebody is managing, somebody who's doing everything that happens in the Beriah. Now, Kadesh, Urchas, Karpas, if you count them, there are 15 procedures that we do. Now, Zohar HaGadol says, why do we do 15 procedures? Because Olam Hazeh was created with He, with Leder He. Rabbeinu Bechai explains why Leder He, because we have 5 senses. And we sense Olam Hazeh with 5 senses. In other words, whatever senses HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave to us, we could detect Olam Hazeh. Something is above our senses, we cannot relate, we cannot understand. Now, what about HaKadosh Baruch Hu? We are created with Yud. Yud means there are 10 senses. In other words, Neshama. We detect Ruchniot, spirituality in that world. Olam Hazeh is the world of physical world, host, and the spiritual is the guest. Olam Haba, the spirituality is the host, and there's no physicality. That's the host. That's the difference between Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. And here, Leil Pesach is a night that connects Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba together. It's an unbelievable night in the history of mankind. We can't find any night like that. That's why we start the Hagada, Man Ishtana Halala Hazeh Mikol Halelot. What's the difference between this night and every other night? Because the potential of this night is a connection of Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba together. Whatever that we do on this night, every minhag, everything that we do, makes something. Kaf Chaim says, somebody who drinks Arba Chosot with the Kavanah, with the full intention for doing the mitzvah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he would not need to eat any medicine during the year. It's unbelievable haftorah from Zohar. Of course, it has to be with the condition, with the mentality, right kavanah. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because this night is a night of connection of the earth, the physical world and the spiritual world, everything together. And that is what the Hal Yisrael are. Pesach is the night of conception of Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael conceived that night. They came from the Paro territory to territory of Hakadosh Baruch Hu. They became Am Nivchar, Am Hakadosh Baruch Hu, chosen nation. And that is the message that we have to give to our children. Now, in this message, we start Kadesh Urchas. It's very interesting that the message is the Shira of the Galut that they made for Galut, that we should get to the Geula. The Geula says Kadesh Urchas. Kadesh means you just sanctify yourself, make yourself holy. Urchas, you wash yourself. Now, if you think it should be the other way, Kadesh means to say Kiddush, or the metaphor Rachas means you wash your hand because you want to eat karpas, and karpas is wet, you have to wash it. You have to wash your hand. But now in the metaphor of it, Kadesh means Kedusha, Urchas means washing. Now washing should come before sanctifying. The person says, I wash myself, then become sanctified. Holy. Don't become holy and then wash. But this Shira of Galut is telling us, no, it's the other way. We have to connect ourselves with Kedusha, whatever that we could. Somebody says, I'm not going to touch the feeling, I'm not going to touch Torah because I'm so dirty. First, let me wash myself, then I do the volume to the Kedusha. It never happens, never happens. They write on this tomb that he was deciding to do it and never happened. The Shira is saying, Kaddish. Sanctify yourself, make yourself holy. Any holy thing that comes on your way, grab into it. Do it, and empower yourself. Once you empower yourself, then you could wash yourself. Therefore, people who want to wash themselves, they focus just on washing and washing and washing, nothing happens. That's the problem. Don't focus on that. Focus on Kedusha. Focus, what could you do? How could you learn Torah? You do chesed, you do kindness, you say telling, you daven, you pray. So come and say, no, who are you want to daven? What's your davening mean? It doesn't mean anything. Your Torah means nothing. What are you doing? You have to understand this is Yetzirah. Yetzirah doesn't let you do it. Let's say the night of the conception of Am Yisrael says, how does it happen? Kadesh Urchas. We connect ourselves to Kedusha, whatever Kedusha we find. And a little bit Divrei Torah, a little bit Chizuk, a little bit here, a little bit doing kindness, doing whatever that I could. Then you empower yourself, then you will be able to wash yourself and make that Am Nivchar that the Hakadosh Baruch Hu expects us to be. And that's the message that we're going to give to our children that night.